my name is Zina Gleason, and I am a conflict communication coach. I am so excited to launch this new training series. You're going to learn how to effectively communicate, which is super exciting, but more importantly, you're going to learn how to communicate through conflict. As I'm sure you're aware, we all face conflict at one point in our lives or another. It's either with our personal relationships or professional relationships. We also tend to think we're great communicators until we experience conflict, at which point we usually go on the defense, draw our weapons, throw up our walls, and go to war. My experience in communicating through conflict started when I was 5 years old. I hadn't yet learned the way to communicate through conflict, but I was very well aware that conflict existed in my world. As a child, I internalized the conflict and angst. It showed up in my school, through my grades, and in my attempts at forging relationships. By the time I was 13, I was stealing my parents' cars. I didn't do this out of spite or to hurt them, but I needed to get out of my house and away from the chaos, and taking their cars was the quickest way to do that. By 14, I was hanging out with the wrong boys and getting piercings. That was my version of self-mutilation. By 17 years old, I had been to 8 different schools because my behavior and inability to focus through conflict created poor behavior on my part, and the schools weren't having it. I didn't care about my grades, learning, or anything most kids should care about. All I wanted to do was silence the chaos. All I wanted to do was stop my pain. I was angry, conflicted, confused, and frustrated. Over time, and through a lot of therapy, I was able to develop the tools I needed to speak my truth and end the chaos and fix my heart. It was an amazing progression of my life, and it's why I'm here speaking with you today. I want to share with you the tools I learned and the lessons that shaped me into the conflict communication coach I am today. These tools have also afforded me the opportunity to work with over 5,000 couples in my family law practice and impact countless lives. This story is a small example of what this series is going to cover. But the point I want you all to focus on is that no matter your age, effective communication and conflict resolution are the most important skills to have as you navigate through life. This course consists of 7 modules, and I would like to briefly introduce them to you. Module 1, be intentional. Module 2, perspective. Module 3, responsibility. Module 4, perseverance. Module 5, be vulnerable. Module 6, gratitude. Module 7, reflection. We will dive deep into each of these modules, so don't try to anticipate the material at the outset. I want you to keep an open mind about what I'm going to share and try not to assume you already know what I'm going to say. Rest assured, by the end of this course, you will be more confident in your communication style. You'll have the skills to navigate conversations and conflict gracefully. And your overall ability to communicate will significantly improve. I recommend you listen to these modules a few times. First, with the intention of learning, and second, with the intention of reflecting on your own situation. The skills I'm going to teach you are learned through practice. They're not second nature to most. They will require you to be intentional and apply them when it's most difficult in order to see how they work. After all, communicating when things are good isn't the problem. It's when we're heated that we recognize our lack of effective communication skills. Navigating through these experiences is what I'm going to teach you. You're going to learn how to exercise self-control so you don't permanently damage those you love, and maybe even be proud of yourself for taking the high road when it was so much easier to take the low one. So let's get started with Module 1.